In today's video, I put the ceiling in the van.
Oh, my arm!
This is a bit I've been dreading, which is the ceiling, which looks fantastic. It's these oak slats. So I've did a diagram working out. I've only got 4 slats. I ordered too few, but I think as long as I don't make one wrong cut, I can fit it and it'll work. So first job is to cut out an opening for the ceiling fan. That's going to go here, and yeah, should be good. So I started off by just drilling some holes to get my jigsaw in, but I was pretty nervous on this. I didn't want to make a mistake. It required accurate measurements and I didn't have enough panels to make one. Right, that's going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, it's going to be perfect. So I'm going to spray this black when it's up, but I think that's going to fit pretty well. The reason I've offset it is because if I did it in the middle like that, it would have left really small bits of oak there. So I just had to be sort of offset it, and then you won't tell when all the panels are up because it'll just look like one big ceiling. But yeah, it'll work. This is such an important part of the van. I wanted the ceiling to look amazing, but I don't know why I was doing this strange dance. I promise it was for a reason, trying to visualise cutting things on the right side, but it looked a bit weird. I doubled and triple checked my measurements against the template that I'd cut out. And then I decided it was best to call in Project Manager Anne for some final checks. Just check that I've drawn that on there the right way. If you just, that's the hole. And that edge has got to butt up to the edge. If we do it now and we go like that,
yeah,
and it goes like that, then
so there,
yeah,
and then that edge is buttoned up to the bit
and that's
already
black.
there.
There's always something to do when you think you're going to get something up. So put the insulation in. Was going to put the ceiling up. I forgot that I hadn't actually done the electrics to hold the holes, so I've worked out where the holes are going to go and drilled holes for them to come through, and then it's all going to be done in parallel, so the light doesn't diminish, it all stays the same. And yeah, so there's going to be a spotlight here, a spotlight there. There's going to be 4 in the sort of kitchen lounge area. It makes it sound posh. And then 2 in the bedroom. So I've just got to wire all that up, which is a bit of a faff above my head. Not great for my back, but I've just got these little wagyu, I don't know what these are, but basically they just allow me to connect all the positives and all the negatives together very easily. Right, I've been testing. I've got to cut out the holes now for the lights. I'm going to have in this central panel here, luckily this has all the lights for the kitchen and lounge area. So there's 8 lights. I've worked out where they are, put all the electrics in, dangling in the right place. I'm now going to drill through from the top with this, which is 57mm, which is just enough to squeeze these together so it holds it in. And then I've got to screw, I'm going to drill just through the wood and not through the felt at the back. And then I'm going to put a smaller hole in the felt just for the wires to go through. The reason I'm going to do that is because I found that if I drilled all the way through and put this in, then there's sort of a gap there that even though it's dark up there, you probably won't see, but my OCD doesn't like that. So I am going to hopefully not damage the oak when I do this. Should be fine, it shouldn't splinter. I'm going from the top, but just in case I'm going to put some tape on as well. So here goes. Just do it, stop messing about. Oh, I'm nervous. Just get a little bit of that. so scary. So then, basically, I should just be able to flick this bit out like that. And then just drill through that. But I'm going to do that afterwards. I'll drill all the big holes first. So this should be fairly simple, really.
So it was a case of taking out the top layer that I drilled, revealing the lower felt layer, which I then put a slightly smaller hole in so that I could get the wires for the lights through. I used this jack to help hold the ceiling in place whilst I checked all the holes were in the correct places. As you can hear, I was struggling a little bit to hold my arms above my head for so long.
Oh, my little arms. Just what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and push it over that way a bit. Oh, this is such a shocker. What the hell? Why are they not in the right place?
Well,
they aren't in the right place that way either. So it's ache.
The problem was that it just didn't quite fit around the cupboard and I just misaligned it. Probably just didn't quite do the right dance.
Right, take two. Let's push your end that way a little bit. That's it. Oh, hell.
So I decided just to commit to the placement of the ceiling. Didn't really know where the wires were, it'd be fine. I quickly brought the roof down, oiled it, and I used the same oil as I've used on the rest of the van, the Osmo. I then did the second fix, putting the wires into the switches, and I was pretty excited about switching it on. I then got back to finally securing the ceiling in place. These wires and plastic conduits were really making it tricky to fit the ceiling. I should have thought about this before, but I got there.
The plastic conduit has dropped. It was above the wood and now it's dropped below it, so it's getting caught.
Okay, that was tricky. To say the least. This was meant to take half a day. I'm now on day 4 of doing this, believe it or not. But we're there. It's screwed in, held by its own screws, and it looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with this. And yeah, so all fits in pretty well. Boom.
It was then a case of just connecting the lights up using these simple clips, and we're nearly there.
I'm using every single inch of this ceiling. It's so tight to get the ceiling out of 4 pieces, but I think I'm going to do it. I feel like putting the ceiling up last, it's going to look good, but the problem is that one of the biggest mistakes I made was when I made the bathroom, it's not square, so, and then the ceiling, because it's straight lines, it's going to really accentuate that. But you learn these things first time you do something, so hey. So anyway, I've made a template, ta-da, for cutting out just this bit of wood because I cannot make a mistake. So this fits. The hardest thing with it is that it's a ceiling like that, so you've got to keep imagining it upside down. It's going to work.
I got this piece cut out using the template, and this is me just ensuring that it fitted nicely up against this shower wall, which wasn't quite parallel to the rest of the van.
Right, this is a very complicated bit that I've cut out that goes into this space here. If it fits first time, it's a miracle. I did do a template, so there's a good chance it might, but I don't remember which way around it goes. But This bit is where the projector goes, so I had to chop that out. Oh my god, that looks like it's going to fit. I need to put something in there, but look at this. That fits perfectly. How good's that? That's genius. And probably a little bit of luck. Whew, that took me an hour. Okay, this is a tricky one. It's got curved as it goes to the back of the van, but I managed to cut it out like this, which worked okay. I basically made a template, and that way I know it's right. And then I also had to cut it at about a 6-degree angle so that it fits into the van a little bit better, because obviously the vertical wall is curved inwards. Everything is curved. Right, so I'm just going to put some tape over here so that when I jigsaw it I don't splinter it, although this is going to be covered with some 3D printed covers so you won't see it. So I'm just going to put this down, remark it with those on. There we go. Find a pencil that I lose every single time. Ta-da! I've got like 8 pencils, but I seem to lose them all, which I don't really understand why. Right, take this tape off and then see if it fits. So I need help for that. Right, so this is how I get help. Hello. Hello, can you help me? One of you? Yeah. Thanks.
The helpers came in to the rescue once more to get this final piece of the ceiling at the back of the van in place. Yeah, surprise, surprise, once more, despite my incredible amount of measuring, I had cut the panel short.
Yeah, we just measured that. How can it be short? We literally just measured it. I finally got most of my roof up. I've still got this panel to connect just over there because I had to put some supports in for it, and I'm gonna all this is gonna be like this. I put this up here, which is a door, so and I've sort of I painted this black and I've sort of supported it with that, so that's quite good. That's like a soft closed door, and then there's going to be 2 more panels here, so I need to put those up now, then put the trim round here, and then this end is going to be pretty much done, I think. And then I think in the next video we are going to go onto the bench, because that's one thing I've got to do, and I've also got to finish the kitchen top. Apart from that, there's just a few more trims and the doors, and it's done. This is such a useful tool, just when you want to get into spaces like this that it's hard to get a drill into. It just means that you can get into tricky spaces. Good, so ideally I've had those the other way around, but I can't, and this is just to hold that on. I've got another 3 to put on. Needs to be fluffy. I have put a lot of insulation in this van. Okay, that's good. I should just be able to put that on now. It should fit perfectly in here. Yeah, that's good. Maybe in hindsight I should put that one there, because otherwise that's going to move. As if by magic, we have, yeah, that's better. Okay, need a couple of screws in there, a couple of screws in there. Check it still soft closes. Ta-da! That looks pretty good. Right, so I've done that. Trim round here now, and then we'll do the grand reveal of this bit. Yes!
In next week's video, I finish off the kitchen with a custom oak top.